Hey guys, Mark from Modus here. Today we are talking about falling out of a handstand and how you can practice building comfort with this. This is a big issue for a lot of adults in learning the handstand, the fear of falling over the top. And this regularly leads to underkicking on your handstand kickups, which means you're never going to catch the handstand. Until you learn how to comfortably fall out of an overkick, it's going to be very difficult to catch the handstand and kick the right amount. So if you're starting to work on your handstands away from the wall a bit more and you're having some fear involved with the kickup, these will be some drills for you to work on. First step is to get very comfortable coming off the wall through a cartwheel. So you'll start in your chest to wall position and you'll cartwheel out of it. Splitting the legs, shifting the weight down to one side while the feet slide down the wall and you comfortably cartwheel out. Once you're comfortable with that step, next you just need to be comfortable lifting a hand off the floor. If you find that you're having a hard time with this, it may be a lack of strength in the position, and you need to just spend a bit more time building up your chest to wall handstands. A moment before I begin to fall, I shift the weight, lift one hand, and I slide down towards the hand I lifted. Next step is to start moving further away from the wall. With time, you should take this further and further and further from the wall and gradually build up to a cartwheel away from the wall. Once you're comfortable doing a cartwheel at more or less a 90-degree angle straight off the wall, it's time to start bringing in the actual fall. One of the issues people have when learning something that has fear involved, one is the ability to do whatever the skill is. In this example is cartwheel out of our handstand. The other problem is the chaos and uncertainty of not knowing when am I going to have to put this skill into practice. We're generally trying not to fall. So when it starts to happen, the brain panics a little bit and maybe reacts too late in the beginning. So we start by just working the skill of cartwheeling off the wall. Now we work on initiating a fall. So the fall is a little bit of the out of control nature, but there's no uncertainty of the timing because you are initiating when you fall off the wall. Now, before I start to step with my hand, I begin to initiate a fall from the legs. In the beginning, you want to make it as controlled as possible. So I leave one foot on the wall, I start to bring my leg off, a little push from the toe that's on the wall, and cartwheel out. Over time, you start to delay this a little bit longer. Once you're comfortable initiating the fall with one leg, then begin to initiate with two. When you're working with the actual fall off the wall, you can do it to any distance you're comfortable with in the beginning. But later on, we want to be able to do it anywhere, anytime. So make sure you're practicing both sides and build them both up to being able to fall either direction. Once you are successfully able to initiate a fall from the wall and cartwheel out of it under control the entire time, then you will begin to initiate a handstand kickup away from the wall, intentionally falling over the top. So now it's a little bit less controlled than doing a fall from the wall. However, you are still planning to fall, so you should be ready for whatever happens. Instead of doing a regular handstand kickup, I am now going to overkick the movement and intentionally fall over the top. I recommend starting with whichever leg is back, that is the hand that will cartwheel forward. And I try to step forwards with my right hand. If you are afraid to kick past the handstand, your body is never going to let you kick to where you need to go. Instead of kicking right into the handstand position and have a nice spot, you're going to consistently underkick the handstand, not bringing your hips high enough, not getting the legs up enough, not bringing your shoulders forwards enough, and you will regularly fall backwards because you are much more comfortable falling backwards than you are forwards. Until you're able to fall in either direction out of your handstand, it's going to be very difficult to regularly catch the handstand where you want it. That's all for today. If you have any questions, leave us a comment, send us an email. If you're looking for more guidance online coaching is an option for those of you who are not in Perth. If you want a specific video or you have a specific question that you'd like more information on, let us know and we'll be happy to make a bit more detailed video on whatever it is you need.